that for anything else. So
yeah, and I agree. And the thing is, we don't need to. Like, it's its own thing, and it's look, I think it's the time is now, guys, and that's why we're fortunate enough to get so many great sponsors on board, and sponsors who you see helping out with esports or esport teams time and time again. But so many of them coming together for CGPL autumn 2016. Obviously, we have the benefit this time. It's just not one. It's we have COD as well, Black Ops on PS4, I believe, and we've got Rocket League as well, which we saw at PAX. Elfish Guy and I had the pleasure of casting that one, so that was good. But yeah, CGPL Autumn 2016 going to be live for the finals from Australian Technology Park. Again, where we've seen a number of esport competitions where RTX was, but I think we're in the air-conditioned part of ATP, not the non-air-conditioned RTX part, because that would suck. We have aircon, fortunately, so it'd be really, really good. So for all those people who like,
who don't understand about like esports and the Australian Technology Park, WCG 2004 is I think the first esport competition held there. So it's got a pretty long history now in doing events there. So
yeah. Did you listen to the podcast that Yug did with Nick Vanzetti from ESL?
Oh, is that one out? I was looking. I
didn't
see the tweet. You'll have to send me the link or something because I'm very interested to see what Nick says. Nick Vanzetti is the head of one of the head guys at ESL Australia. So, and he has a lot to do with a lot of esports in Australia. So, if you're into esports and having a like podcasts, or even if you don't, you should probably check that one out because it's going to be interesting to see what he said.
I thought it was like, this is going to be like a 20-minute podcast. I'll put it on and I'll go to sleep. And like an hour and 10 minutes later, it was still fucking going. And I was still trying to go to sleep. But
do you know what I do with podcasts? Is I download them to my phone and then I stream them through my Bluetooth into my car. And then as I drive to and from work, I get a good half an hour session in. That's how I do it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. That's what we want. Elfish Guy, don't even start me. It's not your round, buddy. We can't obviously mention... Nick Vanzetti without mentioning Cyanide, our producer. He is obviously the head of PC over on Cybergamer, and he's the driving force these days behind CGPL. So this is huge for CG having three games at CGPL. We've announced it so much further ahead of where it's normally announced. He's put in a ton of work for this. So if you live in Sydney, if you know where Sydney is, you should definitely start preparing now to make your way down to CGPL Autumn 2016.
If you know where Sydney is.
Yeah. Well,
half the world knows where Sydney is.
Well, exactly right. But only 26 of them are listening to us right now. So the way I see it is that that it should be okay. You should be able to get there. It should be good. That's what you want. So.
No, it is. At the very least, you could meet. You can meet Sandman. You can meet Elfish Guy. You can meet myself down there. So nothing else. You'll get that wonderful experience in your life. All that enrich you by our presence alone, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I love CGPL. That was like my sort of first. I think it was one of the first events we got to do, and it's sort of grown a little bit every year. And this year to have 3 games there is pretty good, and to have 12.
Well, 3 is the most it's had in a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
There was League of Legends and CS:GO at one in 2014, but ever since then, there's only been one.
Can we say that, producer Cyanide? There might be a chance of a 4th game, so I don't know if that's going to be Scrabble or
do we know what game? Are we allowed to know?
Guy, or could be anything.
Any
number of things. We're not allowed to know.
But Elfish Guy.
In the tail of the
I'd play that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's
going to our knife round here, knifing for sides, and the glory of who's got the most beautiful, expensive skin that they're willing to accidentally trade away in a scam. Well, it's pretty much what it comes down to these days, unfortunately. Oh dear, 3-on-3 here. Takeda going to go down the last player. And Citadel going to get their choice of sides. They want CT, right, Mike?
You do well, right? Do they want CT? I mean, after the last map's performance, Cache theoretically is still a CT biased map, but that certainly is not what we saw. So I guess it's the case of, do you feel comfortable in your CT half starting on T, that you're going to be able to defend the number of rounds you get, or do you want to be chasing that grand total in the second half on the T side? But it is going to, in fact, be Citadel on the CT side, so a repeat. Sorry, the opposite rather of what we had on the first one, and it's going to be towards A.
It's an exact opposite repeat of what we saw in Game 1. And yes, they are heading towards A. It is Citadel up against Vendetta. It's our second game in the best of 3. And they're going to push out onto this side and get taken down one by one. Citadel, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only one player left for Vendetta. It is Edge, and he's just looking up into the sky because he knows he's in trouble.
Yeah, they just got demolished there, and that was pure aim coming out from Citadel. I don't think they necessarily even really used any utilities at all to aid them in that one. So,
it's not a bad play in terms of pushing
start.
A ramp from Jokes. You think about what a lot of teams do. It's not a hard rush. It's an A execute, and they sit there looking at the sky while their pixels are lining up their pixels for their smokes. So potentially they just sneak in there and get a kill, but he backed it up with a couple more.
Certainly does. Now, while we have 52 seconds left, Edge sitting in T spawn, if you go over and you have a look at Jokes, you can see that down the bottom right-hand corner, he has one normal skull and 2 different skulls with headshot icons in them. That means he got 3 kills and 2 of them were headshots. Welcome to CSGO, boys and girls.
Yeah, but no one actually looks at that.
I look at it.
If I want to look at someone's kills, I look at the scoreboard on the side, and it says 3 times it has a skull. So that's what I thought you were talking about.
It doesn't tell you how many great headshots they got. Nor does it tell you how much ammunition they have ready to go and whether they're about to reload.
You're the
Exactly.
mate. You should be telling
Kill
us.
is not a kill, Elfish Guy. Kill is not a kill.
All right. Regardless, I'm going over to Citadel there, so they're going to be able to buy up here. 3 rifles, 2 SMGs. I don't mind that. Just could have gotten away with another SMG there, I feel, but in the end, Vendetta did pretty much go for almost a full armor buy, so perhaps not a bad idea to get those rifles on the field.
Yeah, you want to spend
where's the field on this map?
I don't know. Where's Mirage? Like, where is it actually set?
In my backyard.
The backyard is not this nice, I'll tell you that much, and certainly hope it hasn't seen as much killing as Mirage has. And, well, Vendetta, they're sort of all stuck in towards mid, trying to get a boost up here into window. They do manage to get that. Discap does take a kill onto Philo there, but Iron should be able to close him out there, and indeed he does. Back to a 3 versus 4. Edge is going to go down there as well to Chipples, who comes out towards jungle. The rotate coming across to B for Vendetta here. But I dare say they're going to have a little bit of difficulty trying to get this bomb down because there's 2 players on the site there defending. Iron will find the first frag and the second. And that is another round going over to the guys from Citadel.
Certainly is a bit of an all-over-the-place buy there for them. But working out in the end, we have a look at the cash of both teams. It looks like they're essentially... Mate, Mike starred the joke. I'm here for the jokes. You're here for the great knowledge and telling us about how planes work. Elfish Guy is here to make fun of. Okay, you need to learn your role in the TriCast and just sort it out. So we're going to go over here.
I don't think we have him back anymore, Mike.
To the B bomb site, and they're just holding back. They're waiting. Getting it flashed out.
Grenade.
Yeah, very, very nice work. Smoke up there as well. Oh my goodness, triple kill coming out from Moojuice and his grenade. He picks up the 4th as well. They're going to leave it out to him, hopefully, to try and pick up all 5 kills here. And Iron, you dirty mofo, just stealing that away. 3-0.
I dream one day of hitting a 5-man grenade that kills all of them.
It's pretty hard, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it would be.
The grenade's useless. It's one of my beef points with Counter-Strike Go. Your HE grenades, their radius is so poor, and the damage they do particularly against armored targets, is just rubbish. But that was a beauty, that's for sure.
There's specifically like HE grenades and not like frag grenades, right? It's different. I don't know the difference, but one blows up more and does other things differently, which I think...
I'm not sure if it's entirely, but HE is highly explosive.
You're in the military, aren't you, Mike? You should know this stuff.
Well, I don't exactly play with these sorts of things, do I? I talk to aeroplanes.
Talk to aeroplanes. Fantastic. Selfish guy, still 5 up here for Vendetta. What are they going to do?
Well, I mean, it looks like they're trying to get a bit of control in mid. They do seem to have succeeded in that. Obviously, you've got Iron up there in the ladder room trying to spot in towards window. But he's not going to spot anyone out. So Vendetta, now that they've got this mid control, they have a few options as to where they want to go. Obviously, they can split A or B. And whether or not they really succeed from that is going to be, I guess, what we're waiting to see. Playing it pretty slow, though, and it does look like it's probably going to be an A take, just judging by the fact that they've player over there. Iron is going to find a frag there. It has been a 1-for-1 trade so far, actually 2-for-1. Citadel have lost a couple of players there, so now they're going to get that trade back. It's a 3 versus 3, and the A bomb site completely open there for Vendetta, but a nice little couple of frags come across there for Citadel. Discap going to try and do what he can, but this is really not an easy situation for him at all. He will get the bomb, just get this bomb down as well, and fake it actually. Perhaps could have got that bomb down there, and the Molotov is going to delay things a little bit. Really nice play there from Citadel. Just making it extremely difficult for Discap there.
I have to say the key mistake in that round for Vendetta was not smoking off CT spawn. Discap had a smoke. He came from A ramp. He could have thrown it in over the top as they were pushing up through connector and doing the action through there. Had he done that, then it would have been one less angle for them to check, and potentially would have gone quite different, I feel.
Certainly could have turned out a little bit differently. This time around, we will see a bunch of Tech 9s and a bunch of awful, dirty nades coming out. Only XC is left. Oh my goodness, the humanity. You're going to get destroyed. I don't even know they fired more than like 3 Tech 9 rounds off in that whole round. But that was a very, very quick. Citadel out to 5-0. And Tech 9 rush not working out for Vendetta this time.
It's murder on the dance floor right there. That's what that was. That's my analysis.
Are you a Sophie Ellis Baxter fan?
I don't mind that song.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Neither do I.
How's it go? Sing it.
I can't do the accent.
You don't have to. Just do the high-pitched noise.
I'll leave that to you, mate.
Maybe after the stream's gone off. Anyway, first kill goes over to Discap there, but trade comes out. Edge goes down in response. It's a 4 versus 4 here. Vendetta, once again, have pretty reasonable control of mid, but Iron looks like he wants to contest it just a little bit.
Ooh, perhaps, Jordan?
He is going to push out in towards mid there. Does manage to find the frag. Looking for the second on the spray down. Won't quite land the bullets that he needs. And does go down off the back of it. Exy as well fighting Jibbles as he peeks in towards window. And now it's a 2 versus 3. That could have been a way better situation for Citadel had Iron managed to hit that spray down, but it wasn't to be. And now it looks like Vendetta should be able to clean themselves up the first round of theirs on this map.
Juice, find him out here, trying to find himself a free kill. I don't know if anyone is actually going to bother crossing in front of him. No, he decides he just wants to keep his up and run away, which not a terrible decision. He's probably sitting on a little bit of money, $49.50, but certainly that's about as much as an AWP costs in it. So it would be silly to throw this away and pass it a free AWP over to his opponent. So he's going to let the bomb go off and try and hold back here with his 5-7. Let's see how many kills he's got on that. Does it tell you? 700 on his 5-7. Look at that.
Ooh.
Very well
Probably
done.
more kills than I have on my AK.
Mate, probably more kills than you've got in total, I suspect, on CSGO. But that's okay. That's why you're a caster and not a player.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, I don't have stat track weapons, so I can't tell. I'm not that
Really?
rich.
Buy some more skins, mate. Need some more.
I've seen you
dollars.
play, mate. I can tell.
Excuse me, I dropped a 30 bomb once.
Ah,
Was it in Go or was it in a game?
Go.
deathmatch, probably.
The pressure's going to be still back on Vendetta here after they take the first round. Takeda picking up an identical early opening frag in mid from a couple of rounds ago, but as we saw a few rounds ago, they went all pear-shaped after this initial kill. So they've got mid control now. They need to do something with it, and actually doesn't quite pick up the B player in Philo, so he falls back, and again, it's all sort of going pear-shaped mid-round here for Vendetta.
Yeah, Vendetta loses this one. They're going to be very, very sorry and sad. They've lost their losers bonus, and they're going to get picked up, as it looks like they might do. Discap going to go down to Hitter and Elusive. The last players left. Citadel looking a little bit better here, Offish Guy.
Yeah, I felt for sure that XC was going to be able to find that player in apartments, but wasn't to be. Now they're going to
Well,
have
it
to go
is to be
into...
because that's where they are.
Well, it is to be, as you say. They are heading in that general direction. There's only one player actually there for Citadel, so good little read here for Vendetta. If they get this kill quickly, they might be able to make something of it. But Elusive needs to be careful. Actually, he hits the shot as well. Fantastic work. This is exactly what they need in this round. And now it's a 2 versus 2 retake. This is certainly available here now for Vendetta to be able to close this one out. Takeda with the AWP is going to peek in towards... Oh, not quite. They're just playing safely, and that is going to be Muju's to start us off there in the retake. He finds one, but he goes down straight away. That's actually Jokes going down, rather. Elusive. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Muju's is going to be able to get a bit of damage off this grenade. No, not quite. 31 HP on Elusive. He's going to be a relatively easy kill here for Muju's if he can land a shot with that pistol, and he does. It's going to be a good clutch there coming out for Citadel.
Yeah, nice little ring around the rosy. Muju saves his AWP and the round, and going to put Vendetta in not a great economic position. They're going to want to come out of this next round with a victory, but it was 4 up against 2. They got the bomb plant down. They got them down to 1 player, Mike. That's got to count for something.
It's, I guess, if they can win this round, the Citadel are definitely going to have to go into that eco. But they've still got to win this round, and already Takeda at the top of mid's been tagged down to 7, so it's not looking good to start with. And Ian comes up to the top of mid. He actually Edge picks up 1. He was a bit elusive, unfortunately for him. So, and Mujus is finishing this round off, and it's pretty much over before I can even finish my point. So I'll hand it back to you guys, really.
Oh, thanks for passing it back to me with 1 player left. It's Cap doing the damage. 2 players down, 3 to go. He has, what's he got? He's got a molly and a flash grenade. So, minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. He doesn't have his bomb. Yeah, he might find himself just in the sights of Jokes here as he pokes around the corner, checking out into CT spawn, and down he goes. So, another round win. We have seen 7 of the last 8 going through straight over to Citadel, only losing 1 in the middle. And economically, Vendetta looking very, very poor at the moment. They are on the T side, but you want to be getting better than 7-1, don't you?
Yes, you would. Yep.
Good analysis.
Thanks, Mike. Well,
yes,
come on,
you
George,
do. You do want more than 7-1. Well, I mean, look, if they can get this back to like 10-5 or something, I don't think they'd be necessarily too disappointed. But if this blows out any more here for Citadel, things are not going to be too easy for Vendetta to come back in towards the
10-5. Jeez.
What? What's wrong with 10-5? We're going to see a little bit of eco slaw in the meanwhile.
You'd be aiming for 8-7 at this point if you're a Vendetta, but anyway.
Well, I guess.
Aim low, I guess.
Sure. If you want to go 8-7, if they get it to 10-5, I think they'd be in a reasonable-ish spot.
Vendetta should definitely be going for an 8-8 first half, right? Exactly. That's exactly what they're looking for. 8-1 is the score. The best thing about having webcams on, I know you guys can't see it, but the best thing about having webcams on is every time I say something stupid, well, it's intentionally stupid, but you just see the smirk come over Mike Starr's face. He's just there laughing the entire time when he's not talking. He's like, nothing. It's not like he's not even alive. Then all of a sudden, this smirk comes over his face. Like, oh yeah, I got you, little Mike Star. I got you. Exy going to poke around, try and find someone in underpass, but there is no one there. The rest of the team kind of holding back, but the CT side, Citadel, pushing forward a little bit here. We do see one up in mid, and Iron can spot out a couple of players. Another smoke, I believe, going down there. He might be able to pick up one. He does. Takeda going to go down first, as he does seem to a little bit too often. And looks like they're going to try and split and get on to A. Edge going to get picked up as well. 2 players might get a free run over to A. No, they won't. Volo pokes around. He's down to 1 HP. He's going to push back and perhaps trade out for another member of his team, trying to take a look and find a free kill or 2 here. Discap takes out Jipples, who had swapped for him. Iron now on 60% HP as well. So Discap and Exy up against 4 players. Now that is 3, because Philo only had 1 HP, and he is now dead. And Bomb Plant still waiting to get go down, and it's not going to matter. The Bomb player, the Bomb Planter even getting picked up, and then Exy getting picked up as well. And at 9-1, pause coming out. Time to strat, boys. We've only lost 9 straight. It's cool. Let's get these in. Tack pause.
Probably time for
only
it.
about 5 rounds too late, I suspect.
Well, I think
about 5 rounds.
For Vendetta here, trying to find a way back in, Ian is doing what he likes from short B into mid. I've seen him get 6, 7 frags from that position, just pushing it every round, the start or near the start of round. Just throw 3 grenades and a Molotov at him. Like, you're taking mid control in terms of the top of mid. They're able to get that pretty easily, but then they can't make any real effective use of it from top of mid, pushing down towards that connector area. And that's because Ian just keeps popping out and clicking on heads. So do something to anti-strat that. That would be one of the thoughts I'd be thinking, or fall back onto some executes. I haven't seen a straight B execute on the gun rounds, putting down some smoke, some flashes, or just an A execute as well, and isolating the fact that Citadel are putting 3 into mid pretty regularly.
Yeah, I think the closest we've seen them go to do anything sort of reasonable on B was a Tech 9 rush, and that went down very, very quickly.
Lead balloon, perhaps? That's the words you're looking for?
Exactly, 99 lead balloons. That's how the song goes. Vendetta here going to eco out again by the looks of things. Don't have very much cash. 1 Tech 9 coming out.
Mirage.
Mike, still not funny. Still not funny. Okay, we'll let you be. I'll let you be. And
thanks, mate.
One day you'll be a good caster, Sam, man.
One day I'll like Mike Starr's jokes. Cash money. No. Full buy coming out, obviously, from Citadel. Vendetta on the eco. They're heading over towards B, but might swap it up a little bit, see if they can find a free kill here in mid. They've had a couple of... The only thing I've liked seeing them do so far is their little boosts jungle, but hope Citadel has learnt their lesson on that one and won't let them do it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Citadel, it's not Citadel, Vendetta rather, they seem to get reasonable map control in towards mid, and they often also get control of those bomb sites, but things just aren't really gelling from there on. Once they get the bomb site or get the bomb down, they sort of start to lose things out in the later parts of the round. So, I mean, I don't necessarily know how you're going to be able to fix that, but something needs to change there for Vendetta.
Something like winning a round would be certainly ideal, and that's not going to happen this time around. All 5 of them getting taken out literally in the space of about 4 seconds. If this was like, you raid in World of Warcraft and you've got like the 2 bosses and you need to take them down within like 15 seconds, they just smash that. They took them down within 4. Take too long, it enrages and then everyone dies. So that was a raid boss. Citadel had that one down pat. So buys coming out from both teams here. Vendetta 3 over towards A2, over towards B. Fish Guy, are they going to win this round?
Well, we will see. But looks like they're setting up for a fake on that A bomb site. Takeda will get the first frag on towards the B bomb site, though. So that might, in fact, draw a rotation actually across to the B site, which it seems to be doing. Chipple's at least making his way over there, sort of. Still, they might be able to execute now onto the A bomb site, which is, I guess, you said they should do, Mike Star. So we'll see how it works out for them. Got those smokes down, and they are going to enter in towards the side. A trade, 1 for 1. That's okay there for Vendetta. Muju, he's going to find one there onto Elusive, though. Bringing it back to a 3 versus 3. And this is going to make things a little bit more difficult there for Vendetta. They get the smoke down. They're going to be able to plant in the smoke there as well. So Takeda is pretty safe. Now the time up playing in the favor of Vendetta. Could this be their second round? Muju spots the player, pointing in towards Firebox. They don't really have any utilities to get him out of there, though.
I want to know what's in that crate that lets you shoot straight through it. Because it's certainly not artillery shells or whatever it looks like. 2 versus 2 is what we have here. 2 on to 1. 1v1. Going to try and get the defuse on. Going to spray through the smoke, but he's at the wrong point. Runs out of ammo. And they're going to pick up the round. Muju stealing it away. Time after time, he seems to be the last player left. Obviously, he's one of the AWPers, but he's playing pretty well. 11, what's his score? 11... I can't even see it anymore. There we go. 11-2-1. And a whole 3 stars, so definitely ranking up this round.
I think one of the little errors there, Keita was trying to jump across the line where Mujus was open from CT spawn to get into that little box filled with, I don't know, maybe fluff or probably air, I think. Certainly not weapons of any mass destruction. But yeah, he jumped across that line with no flash or anything, so that's probably just really kind of throwing away a lot of HP there. It looks like they're going for this A execute again, and they're trying to pick, in fact, with Takeda with that AWP. And it's successful. He gets the opening one here.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. The execute actually worked out. It was just the post-plant defense that didn't. And again, it seems like the execute has worked reasonably well. They'll get the bomb down. They do lose a couple of players on the entry, but it is a 3 versus 3, and this is a situation you'd expect that they should be able to win. But whether or not that's going to be the case, we'll have to see. Elusive holding in a little bit of a ninja position here. Iron, though, might be able to spot him out if he pushes up just onto the side.
Yeah, 3 on 2 it is now. I'm going to clean that up back to... It is a 1, only it's Iron left, only no one left. Exy picking him up, and Vendetta finally taking out a round. It only took, what, six round losses in a row, and they pick one up. Again with another A-site push there, Mike, which is what you said you wanted to see them do. So perhaps they're listening in, taking notes about what you say, you know, putting down right if there's a storm, as long as we fly around it, we're okay. Elvish Guy isn't funny, and we need to take A site. So they've certainly been listening, and they've got those sick Mike Star strats, and looks like they might try this one again. Perhaps it is 13 rounds completed of this half. This is only 2 remain. Takeda going to try and poke through and find himself an early free kill. There is one player to his left in the form of Jokes, and he's kind of trapped out here between 2 players. Edge going to pick up Irons, the first kill. Jokes in a reasonable spot if you can find a little bit of damage. Down to 1 HP though, so that's not going to work out very well for him, I suspect. Lucy down, Takeda down. Jokes doing a little bit of damage, but in the end it was Jippel's kill follow, taking out this cap, and Jippel's finally cleaned up. Only 1 player left, it is Edge, and he's got a lot of work to do, Jordan.
Well, he certainly does. But 2 of these players from Citadel are quite low, 1 shot each. So certainly not an impossible situation here for Edge. But going to be tough. Has to retrieve that bomb first, or I mean, I guess he can go for the 3 kills, but still making too many moves just yet.
Definitely just move to do the 3-player spray down 360. Get in the middle. 2 of them only need 1. Doesn't matter. Jokes takes him out. 12 and 2 last round of the first half. Citadel, we did say this was their map, and they've certainly shown us how to CT here, Mike Star. They should have some strats. They should have some awesome T-side strats. I can only hope as well.
Yeah, well, if they don't, it'd probably be pretty silly to choose it as their map. But Vendetta have certainly lost their edge in this matchup. 12-2 is a very ugly score, and they take a quick mid attempt with Tech 90, busting up through the connector. What can they get done?
Answer is not a lot, at least off the back of that. They do manage to find 1 frag Takeda as well. He's going to get 1 as he comes out of Palace, so perhaps things not going too badly at all here for Vendetta in this force-up. Managed to retrieve a couple of weapons as well, so looking okay. 4 versus 2 now on the retake. 3 rifles retrieved here for Vendetta as well, so you'd have to say this round is going to be theirs. 12 and 3 will be the result heading in towards half time. Is probably not where they would have wanted to be sitting, but still better than what it could have been.
It is certainly better than, like, as we said, like 16-0 halftime, 20-0 halftime scores. They're all bad. No, but really, 12-3 here for Citadel. They will, though, be pretty happy with that. And really, they had relatively, honestly, pretty good control over that entire first half. And I think they should be feeling good, hopefully pushing through. They were ahead in game 1 as well on Cache. It didn't turn out for them as well as they had expected. So coming into this map, perhaps a little bit on edge, but at the moment, certainly in control of this map, Mike Star.
Yeah, and I guess the Captain Obvious statements need to come out at this point, and that's Vendetta need to win pistol, otherwise they're going to be looking at a 14-3 scoreline before they hack together a CT buy in this 3rd round. So a lot of pressure on this team right now if they want to put up a fight at all in this second half.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, when you're so close to finding yourself on the losing side after only 15 rounds, it really does come down to that pistol round. Are we getting a different player swapping through? It looks like.
Does look like that is going to be the case.
Yeah, they swapped out. Who was
PvP.
it?
Mujuice
Who was in there before? Mujuice, who I at least suggested was going pretty well. Maybe we don't need an AWPer on T side, boys.
Not on T side, no.
No AWPers here. Straight into PDP, PDG, except with a P at the end and no E's at all.
So not really like it. Just
little bit
some
like
small
it.
alliteration, but that's about it.
What really counts, alliteration, is for Cool Kid.
Yeah, anyway, looking like Citadel want to head towards the B bomb site here. A lot of utilities here for Vendetta. If they get a double nade in towards apartments, that could be very dangerous. Not going to happen, though, as we see them starting to waterfall off the apartment area. Just going to be a couple of kills going over to Citadel. The B bomb site open now for them to get that bomb down. But no, Exy popping out from the shop is going to drop the bomb planter. Ooh, very important kill there in the grand scheme of things for Vendetta. Bringing it back to a 3 versus 3. Now these Citadel players are pretty low. Jokes, though, does take down Exy. Makes it back to a 3 versus 2. Vendetta still have a lot of work to do to come back in towards this round.
They do indeed. 2 players left alive. It is 2 onto 2. Nice little headshot onto Jokes coming out from Elusive. The bomb sitting down in the middle of the site. Peter going to go down. 2 on 1. Elusive, the work to do. The bomb's being picked up. You're going to try and do a fakie here. Will be successful. Don't want to plant the bomb. Do you not have time to plant the bomb now? You should, shouldn't you? You still have time or no?
Yeah,
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
By the way, it's not the X Games, mate. There'll be no fakies in Counter-Strike.
Mate.
That was
the
terrible.
Funniest thing that's actually the funniest thing I've heard Mark say since I've met him. So good job. Good job.
It was pretty good.
Pretty good, cheese. Tough market here. And while Vendetta didn't get the CT pistol they so desperately needed, despite having 3 towards B, and they're just going to, Citadel are just going to hit up on the B again and just go in full YOLO through smokes and flashes.
What?
Has not worked.
Certainly not. Discount with a double kill off the Deagle. And Vendetta, well, Citadel's bringing it back.
Yeah, nice nade. Come on, going to get the kill? No, miss entirely by the looks of things. So it's a little bit unfortunate. Jokes with the reload in the smoke. Going to poke around the corner. He should be able to get 2 here if he holds down the trigger. Still 1 there. Oh, misses 1, misses 2. Discap going to turn around and pull out his flashbang just in time to get shot from behind. Citadel out to a 14 and 3. And they picked up the first 2 rounds. Only 2 left here. We did say, obviously, that pistol round so very important. And Elfish guy getting a little bit close here. The first map was close, but this is close to being a beating.
Yeah, well, Vendetta, they don't force buy in this one, which is a little interesting. So they're going to go for the OT. Well, you would expect, assuming they lose this one, which they should. But now Vendetta, obviously, using a couple of players quickly there, the B bomb site now. Option of choice once again for Citadel. They will get the bomb down, and Vendetta have got a big mountain to climb if they want to come back into this one.
Oh, that dirty headshot.
Why was that? Why was it dirty? I had this question
from,
asked of me some of my casting.
Really? Why
Just
is
a
it dirty?
question.
Because it's
Because
not
was.
justified. It shouldn't
up.
happen. It wasn't.
It's all about the strafe. That's why it's dirty. It's the strafe. But map point now for Citadel as we focus back in on the Counter-Strike action. And Vendetta are looking a little shaky now and certainly have been blasted off Mirage. And inevitable 3rd map, although they have put together what you'd call an acceptable buy, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Elusive
Is
gets
that
dropped to 11.
That's what you call it. It's kind of shaky at the moment. Certainly,
It is.
53. I think it's more than shaky. I think it's. I'm not going to say that. Could have gone there, won't go there. But 3 players left here for Vendetta, up against 3 T-side players with the bomb plant down. They're trying to hold on and bring this map back, though I suspect they probably will be satisfied just to move on to map number 3 and get it over and done with. They will be able to get the defuse down here, however, and going to bring out the 15-4. The hype train is real, boys and girls. Only another 11 rounds left to go.
Yes.
At least for once, your maths was correct.
Mate, what a joke. Okay,
He works at an internet cafe. He's not a mathematician.
Mate, I constantly have to math. I don't even use the bill. I'm just that good.
All right, anyway, Citadel, they're going to be able to scrounge together another buy here. Full AKs and a ton of utilities as well, so they should be feeling pretty confident coming into this one. Vendetta, still, I mean, they've got the full rifle setup, but again, it's not the ideal situation where they'd want to be in. They don't have all the utilities that they necessarily need. So it should be another opening in this round here for Citadel. They almost managed to close out the last one. Iron is going to find 2 great entry frags. This could be the round for them to close out this map. The smokes go down. Triple smoke in that one little position is perhaps an overuse, but you know what? Better safe than sorry.
Certainly is, and I think Vendetta might find themselves a little bit sorry here. No, 3-on-3 is the current score in this round, and Vendetta looking in a pretty reasonable spot, at least. All up on good HP, decent weapons, and now only 2 players left here for Citadel. Lovely little lag spike. I would suspect that the score is going to be 16-5 this rate. It's 3 minutes, right? So I suspect that's probably how it's going to work out. But we won't even mention. Pretend I didn't even say anything. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, see, that was also dirty. That was very dirty. And Vendetta going to pick up that round, 15-5. But I'd put $1 in Citadel coming through and picking this one up. Elfish Guy, why? While we're on the topic of internet cafes, I don't know if anyone's heard this, and if I run out of story time during this round before like the action come, I'll come back. But at the break,
well, you better hurry
up. And map 4. It's going to be very quick because we know this is going to happen. They're going to rush through. They're all going to die, and Citadel's going to win 16-5. Just wait for it to happen. To be fair, they're not actually rushing. They're holding back quite slowly, which I'll give them that one. But I would love to see a rush, to be honest. So if we think this is going to end this round right, then this is going to be actually a pretty dirty rush if they win this. I just want to put that out there.
It is going to be interesting.
Yeah, is this we got it right? We haven't changed yet though, so I'm not sure. Maybe they're waiting for us this time.
I did message number 1 admin Australia, Brucey, and ask him to fix that problem. So perhaps he has. It's a server issue.
Well, that would be ideal if he did his job, Brucey. He's my favourite admin after Cyanide. I'm going to pull in, picks up a kill, and onto the bomb site they rush here. Very, very dirty eco round coming out here. 2 players left. Is Takeda and Elusive going to poke around the corner. Takeda picks up Iron. 3 onto 2. Bomb plant down. Going to get flashed out. Elusive trying to pull this one out of the bag and save his team. A round they probably should have won to begin with. Here's the last player left, and Jipple's going to finish him up. 16-5 is the score. We're going to go over to